Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Imagine with Keira podcast. Today, I will be joined by Sadie. She is Miss New York's Teen 2023, and she will be leaving for Miss America tomorrow, which is insane. As you can see, it's late my time, so it's super late her time. And I cannot wait to talk with her. I'll catch y'all when she joins. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Imagine with Keira podcast. I'm joined by another very special guest today, and I'll have her introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Sadie Perry and I'm currently Miss New York's Teen. I'm so excited to be here today with Keira. We've been trying to find a time to do this, but as most of you may know, Miss America's Teen and Miss America is actually this weekend and the next, so I am super excited. I am leaving tomorrow morning, so thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Of course, thank you for making this work in your very busy schedule. I think you said you're leaving tomorrow, right? So I very much appreciate it. Let's get into this.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's see. Why or how did your journey in the Miss America opportunity start?
Yeah, so it's actually funny. I've been a dancer my entire life, and at my local dance studio, we would always compete each season, and then in like the fall or whenever our local Fulton County and Montgomery County pageant took place, our team would always sponsor their organization and perform for like their opening number or just like any halftime or split-ins. And so one of the directors on the organization, her daughter was on my dance team, and she would tell me and all of the girls in my class, like, you have to do the pageant, you have to try out, like, it would be so amazing, like, you girls are all so wonderful, and I know you'd be amazing at it. And I remember I kept telling her for years and years, I was like, this just isn't for me. Like, I know I'm a dancer. Like, I didn't really know much or like the ins and outs of the competition world in pageantry. So the one year she really convinced me. It was actually only 2 years ago. And she was like, you have to do the pageant. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I was a junior in high school. And I was like, I'm just going to try something new. I did the pageant with a couple of the girls that were actually on my dance team. So I was a little bit less scared because I had some of my best friends by my side. But I competed and I ended up winning the title of Miss Montgomery County's Outstanding Teen. And then after that, I really didn't know the steps, like going into what was going to happen after you win a local pageant and like a local title. And my director, Jen, she was like, you're going to Miss New York's Teen, Miss New York's Outstanding Teen at the time. And I was like, what is that? And I remember I would always like hear of Miss New York. Like, you always know what that is. I feel like even if you're not involved in the pageant world. And so I was like, wow, like this is crazy. And it really crept up on me super soon. I remember it was just within a few months that I had to attend the next pageant. So I went to the Miss New York pageant and I ended up placing first runner up to Dejania James. And it was just the craziest, most like exhilarating experience because I had no idea what the state competition was going to be like and what I was going to experience at that level. And I just remember thinking I was not like one bit bitter about coming so close to the end. I just remember I was like in shock almost because I had the most fabulous weekend. I met the most amazing girls who I'm still in touch with today. So I'm so thankful for our friendship. And it was just like so crazy to know that I've been a dancer my whole life and I have so many amazing opportunities already in store for me and kind of in line just because I tried something new. And so then I remember I went home and in the car ride home, I was like, Mom, I'm going to do this again. I want to go back to Miss New York's Teen. So that upcoming February, which was actually our past February 2023, I competed for the title of Miss Upstate New York's Teen, and I earned that title, and then I went back to New York. I was more determined and motivated than ever. I knew how much of an amazing weekend it was going to be, and I was just so excited. And I remember we went to the pageant, and that weekend I was just feeling so confident. I had been working so hard for this moment for so long, what felt so long at that point. And I ended up winning. And I remember in that moment, a lot of girls, when they hear their name being called as like in your first runner up and your winner, a lot of girls end up crying. And I never understood that. I literally, they said Sadie Perry. And I was like in so much shock. I didn't know how to act. And there's actually a video of me at winning my title, and afterwards I ran up to Dejania because we were so close, and I was just so proud of all that she's accomplished as Miss New York's teen before. And I ran up to her and gave her the biggest hug, and they had to tell me to walk around the stage because I was just so excited. I forgot what I was supposed to do, but it's been such an amazing experience, and I've come so far knowing that I've only really been involved for almost 2 years now. So it's been such a fun journey, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen at Miss America's Teen.
That's amazing. That's such a cool story. I love that. Let's see what else. So you mentioned that you've been a dancer for your whole life. So I assume that your talent has something to do with dance. And I'd love for you to share what you can share about it, of course. I know probably not everything, but what you can share.
Yeah, of course. So I've been a dancer since the age of 3, and I was on my local studio, so High Performance Dance Center. I was on their competitive dance team since the age of 5. I love all styles of dance. When someone is to ask me, what is your favorite style of dance? I really have to think about it for a minute because it is hard for me to answer. I have always loved ballet. I've always loved pointe. And then there's also the certain spunk that I love about jazz and hip hop, but I continue to keep my talent as tap. And the reason be is because for the longest time, I have always done tap solos. And it's always been something that I felt was kind of my strongest style, and something that I just felt was so different. When everyone was doing a lyrical solo or a jazz solo, I love to be the one who's doing something super upbeat and fun. And I always just felt that tap was a great expression of my personality. And I'm super bubbly, if you can't tell. I'm super bubbly and I love to have fun. And I just felt tap was the perfect, it had the perfect explanation of my personality. And so I continue to do that for my talent. I am so excited to do my talent for Miss America's Teen. I have the coolest little sparkly costume all set. And it is a song from one of my most favorite movies that I actually saw for the first time with my director and Miss New York, Amelia Collins. So that's just a super cool memory and backstory behind my solo and why we chose this song. But dance has been my greatest passion for as long as I can remember, and I just truly do enjoy every style, but tap is definitely something that I've always been passionate about and continue to feel passionate about today.
That's awesome. Tap is my favorite too, by the way, so I fully support that.
Oh my goodness, that's so amazing.
I'm so excited to see your tap routine here soon. Just a week away. So exciting.
Right. Yes, I know. It's so exciting.
And be on that stage too, tapping. I hope the acoustics are good in there. You never know, but they should
I know,
be.
I thought about
that. Let's see. Tell us about your service initiative.
Yeah, of course. So my community service initiative is actually something that has developed over time. Like I said, I've been involved in the Miss America opportunity for about almost 2 years now. And I remember, like I said, at my first pageant, it was something that I was very unfamiliar with. And thinking back, my initiative was actually based off of one of my greatest role models today. She is my older sister. Her name is Zoe, and she actually suffers from ulcerative colitis. And so I am very fortunate. I've never had to experience firsthand a disease or a diagnosis of any sort, but I knew I wanted to touch on something that meant a lot to me. So I first came up with the idea of ulcerative colitis, understanding we all struggle. And I really touched on the fact that there's so many people in society today who have an invisible disease that we kind of don't always see. And a lot of people kind of misuse that and use really hurtful words, and just there's different scenarios that lead to that. And I remember I was headed to Miss New York for the first time, And my director loved my initiative. She thought it meant a lot to me. But she said, I think we need to think bigger. What is something that can reach all teens, all youth in America, especially if you're involved in the Miss America opportunity, trying to get to the point where we're going to Miss America's teen and possibly you could be a Miss America title holder one day. And she said, we want it to expand to a larger population and have more of an outreach to it. So I changed my initiative to kindness is key. I kept the understanding we all struggle for the longest time. And then when I actually went to this last competition for Miss New York, I changed it to just kindness is key because, like I said, I'm a very upbeat, bubbly person. And I felt like the understanding we all struggle was kind of bringing it down a little bit. Like I didn't like it was kind of like, it bursted my energy kind of. So I was like, that's kind of sad. So I kept it kindness is key. And my main goal is to still touch on the fact that everyone can be struggling with something at any given time. But kindness is what brings us all together. Kindness is what allows the best that's yet to come for our society. And I wanted to spread the message that we each hold the key to creating kinder communities. And that starts with us. So I wanted to be the leader to represent this virtue that I find is one of the most important and should be the most cherished virtue of them all. So I just really promote the idea of kindness. And I'm so excited to share this with the Miss America Teen competition and the stage and the audience, and just really share my passion for kindness and how it's uprooted myself in the Miss America opportunity and how it's brought me to where we are today.
That's awesome. I love how it's developed over time like that. And I mean, I think your director was totally right in broadening that a little bit because, of course, that's so special to you. But now you can reach so many more people. So that's awesome.
Yes. Thank you.
Of course. Let's see. What is your favorite phase of competition in the Miss America organization?
Okay, so dance is my greatest passion. I'm going to have to go with talent. Talent has always been something I remember, like I said, when I went into this competition for the first time, I was worried. I was like, I don't know how the competition's going to go. I don't know how anything's going to run. And I remember telling myself the one part that I did feel confident in was the talent. And I was like, I know I'm a dancer. I can do this. That was the one part I wasn't worried about. And to this day, it's always brought me so much comfort. And I know that like going on stage, getting ready for the competition, it's always the part that truly makes me so excited and just so ready for the competition. I just am so excited to share my talent. But there also is one other section, which I don't tend to say is my favorite phase of competition because it's not necessarily a phase, but I love opening number.
Me too. Oh my
goodness. I know it is not judged or part of your score, but opening number, I feel like it's a part of the competition where we all know it's not judged. So all of us girls just have fun together. And it is the one point in the competition where we all get to be on the stage together. And I just love, not all of us are dancers. Some of us are. Some of us can pick up the choreography faster or slower than others. And I just love being on stage with the girls, knowing that this is such a wholesome moment. None of us feel pressured to look a certain way or act a certain way because we know it's not scored. It's not part of our end performance. So I just love like having the memories of thinking back to rehearsal when we're all laughing together and like, oh no, I'm getting this count wrong. And then it's just like we see each other on stage and we're all just kind of laughing together and just kind of giving it our all, expressing who we are. And I think it's a great representation to who you are as a person. The judges can really see how you are as a candidate in the Miss America opportunity and how you are as a young woman who is trying to just grow in the opportunity and meet so many amazing girls. I just think it's an amazing way to connect with our sisters.
I love that answer. That's so like different. I love that. That's such a great like part that I think we all forget about. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's awesome. Let's see here. Okay. I would love to know what your career goals are for the future.
Absolutely. So I actually just graduated from my high school this past June, and I now am attending Penn State University, and I absolutely love it. Now, it is definitely when someone is to ask me what has been your greatest struggle while holding this title of Miss New York's Teen, hands down, the fact that I am basically living and studying in a completely different state than the title that I'm representing. So I continue to love New York, and I'm starting to love Pennsylvania because I absolutely love my school and the spirit that it has. But it has been the biggest struggle to kind of figure out how to balance going back and forth between Penn State and the city and meeting my directors and then back home. And it's definitely been a challenge, but it's also been so rewarding. It's something that when my friends are still at college, they are so proud of me and they're always like, oh my God, like you go kill it, girl. Like you're amazing. Like we're just here at college and you're just traveling the world trying to figure out how to do this amazing title that you have. And I just find it so rewarding that I have the opportunity to experience so many amazing things and meet so many amazing people. But going back to my career, I am studying at Penn State University to be a speech and language pathologist. And something that definitely uprooted that idea was the fact that I definitely want to work with people. I always knew that I don't want to work alone. I always knew I wanted to work with children or an older age group. So speech and language pathology is actually going amazing for me right now. And I love all of my classes, which I'm super duper excited about. But another reason I wanted to take part in this major is because I want to be able to connect with others. Like my community service initiative, Kindness is Key, I want to promote kinder communication. And that starts with speech language pathologists. And I'm looking into minoring in ASL, which is American Sign Language. I would love to take that up as something that I can use as a part of my initiative to spread kind messages as a more diverse way of communication. And I want to be able to connect spreading kindness with all of our society and all of America. So I think that's definitely something that I'm so excited about, especially I'm so excited to share that with Miss America. And hopefully I'll be going on to get my master's degree in the near future. And then, like I said, learning ASL and probably opening up a private practice or working with younger youth or the older population. So I'm really excited about that.
That's really cool. Oh, that's like unique. All your answers have been very
Thank you.
unique and like everything connects to each other. It's really cool. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
thank you so much.
Of course. I'd love to know how much scholarship money you've earned in the 2 years you've been competing.
Yeah, definitely. So the first time I ever competed at my local pageant, I earned $600, and then I went on to Miss New York's Teen, and I ended up placing first runner-up. So then I earned, I think it was $2,500. So right in that moment of my first year ever becoming involved in this organization, I was mind blown because everyone would always say, we're doing this for the scholarship. But I would always be like, why? And now I understand, like, it's just so connected to our education, and Miss America is so involved with our education and getting us to point A to point B, and I'm just so thankful for that. So then I went on to winning Miss Upstate New York's Teen, and I think that was $300. And then I went to Miss New York's Teen, and when I ended up winning, I won $10,000, and all of that money went straight to my education at Penn State University. So I'm very, very thankful for that, especially as an out-of-state student. So it's definitely just been amazing for me.
That's great. And hopefully more to come soon this next week.
Yes, hopefully.
That's so great.
Thank you so much.
Let's see. So you said you are leaving tomorrow, but I would love to know over the past several months what a normal day in your life preparing to go to Miss America's Teen, what that's all looked like.
Yeah, so like I said, I have been studying at Penn State University, and it has definitely been a struggle for me to be a student in Pennsylvania and then come back to being a title holder in New York. And that's definitely something that I've had to figure out and stay completely organized and on top of my crazy busy schedule. So, like I said, I've been traveling back and forth, and some of the I've had some of the most amazing opportunities. I've been able to dance with Shay Sullivan, which I'm not sure if you know her, but she's rooted in the city, and she has actually been working with me for my talent, which I'm so extremely grateful for. And I have been able to attend so many events, and really that has been my main priority, just really becoming involved with my community. I know so many title holders, and as a job as a title holder, it is to also recognize our sponsors and those who support us. And for that, I am so grateful for all of our sponsors and supporters who have been there along with me for my journey. But one of my main focuses was how can I attend as many events as possible so that I can expand my name and expand my community service initiative with my community. It's been so incredible. I can now be involved with both my school at Penn State University, which I've been able to do some incredible events there, and then also home and to like be able to still holder. I'm trying to prepare for Miss America's Teen, which is the most incredible and amazing experience that I have ever had in my life. And I have been practicing my solo nonstop. I've been doing multiple mock interviews, and my favorite part has really been like getting my wardrobe together. I absolutely love getting the vision for who I'm going to be and how I'm going to represent New York while I'm at Miss America. So that's been super exciting, and I'm just so excited. There's no words to describe it.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm so excited to see everybody's outfits, all the
Yes.
real OOTDs going through and
Yes,
everything. It's
me
gonna be
too. Me too.
awesome. I'm so excited. Let's see
Me too.
here. Okay, what has been the best moment for you as Miss New York's teen so far?
Yes. So I've had so many incredible experiences. It is so hard to narrow it down. I've been able to visit the Capitol building and have a private tour of the White House. And I went to the Saratoga horse races, which is just a huge thing in upstate New York. And I was able to do that with Amelia Collins, Miss New York. So I was so excited to be able to do events and connect with her because she's truly just my greatest inspiration. But I would say one of my favorite things has been one of my most recent events. And I went back to my old middle school to visit the Yellow Roses Club. The Yellow Roses Club is actually a women's club that promotes kindness and women empowerment within the middle school. And to be able to go to the middle school and talk about my journey and how it started so quickly, I was able to promote the Miss America opportunity and both my community service initiative. And it was just truly something that was so amazing. We got to make these little kindness snowflakes and hang them all over the hallways and just give others compliments. And I was able to share my story. And it's just truly been something that's so amazing watching both all of our age, all of our ages, like, and how they react to my community service initiative, but especially the teen level. I am obviously Miss New York's teen. And so having better outreach to our teens in America is just so important to me because that's who I'm representing. And it was so meaningful to me to go back to the school where I grew up and I learned the most beautiful lessons about womanhood and sisterhood and just kindness itself and how the virtue of kindness is just so important. And I was able to share that and give that back to my school. And it was just so meaningful to me in so many ways.
That's awesome. Yeah, and like revisiting your old elementary school. That's so cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's
Thank
see
you.
here. What advice do you have for girls that want to compete in the Miss America organization for the very first time?
Absolutely. So, like I said, I recently got involved in this. I've never been the girl to compete and know that I've been working for this my whole life. But I can tell you that I have been working so hard since the moment I became involved. And I think it is because I am so dedicated and I'm so motivated and determined to be an amazing title holder for the state of New York and to represent New York and hopefully America. And I just remember going into this, obviously I didn't really have a clue of what I was getting myself into. And all of these amazing opportunities and amazing only occurred because I was brave enough to just someone who's even considering it. They might be worried because maybe they don't have a talent, maybe they don't love public speaking or don't feel like they're fitting in with the world of glamour, but that's not what it's about. It's about being yourself, and it's about how becoming part of this organization and experiencing the amazing benefits from this organization truly starts with being yourself. And I think that's a message that I am so excited to share, and I continue to share with my community, because that is how I am where I am today. It's because I continue to follow my heart and be myself and try something new no matter what. And it's just so important to me. And I think that that's something that a lot of teens and a lot of youth considering to be a part of this organization really need to hear. I know that there's a lot of doubts, and when you bring all of your fear together and build it up so that you can use it for the greater good, it truly does make a difference. And now I'm here today as Miss New York's teen, headed to Miss America's teen tomorrow, and I just couldn't be more grateful and excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, and like that phrase that's on everybody's Instagram at least once, Miss America always starts with the local. Yeah. So that's awesome.
Yes, it truly does.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. I always have to look through this list because I'm like, did she answer that? Okay. Let's see. Okay, you're headed off to Miss America tomorrow. Yes. So exciting.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for though for that week?
Easy. Hands down, I am most excited to meet everyone. I can't even express, like I said, from my first pageant and from my first state competition, something that has always stuck with me and is still by my side today are the girls, are the amazing bonds that I've made with them and the sisters that we've formed. And I never really understood the term sisterhood when I was younger and when I wasn't involved in this. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, you're going to have the best sisters. You're going to have the best friends and meet the most amazing girls. And I was always like, yeah, I didn't doubt it, but I just didn't really understand it, I guess. And ever since then, I feel like I have been most excited each competition heading into it, knowing that I'm going to just have more best friends. And it's just the most amazing feeling. And ever since I won, we've been, as the new title holders were becoming crowned, and as others were going in and out, we would make group chats, and we've been chatting with all of the girls ever since. So it's just been so amazing. I kind of know them, I feel like, but it's obviously all just our social media connection. So I'm so excited to just meet them all. And I just think when I see them, I'm just going to give them the biggest hug. And I just can't wait. So I'm so excited for my sisters that I'm just going to meet, and my friends that hopefully are my best friends at the end of this week. So I'm so thankful for the sisterhood that the Miss America opportunity has allowed me to have and experience.
I love it. I'm curious if you have any pageant or dance superstitions or traditions anytime before you compete.
Yeah, so actually, I would have to think about that. But something that I do feel very strongly about and very connected to are my numbers. And I have always felt that certain numbers serve me in different ways. So I remember whenever I got to choose my competition number and my order, I would always choose between a select few. And during the orientation that we had, or it wasn't orientation, it was when we spun the wheel, oh my gosh, I can't even think, that night, the lottery, I can't think of the I was the first one to pick my favorite number, and I was so excited because I had my backup numbers, and I was like, these will all work. These will work. It'll be okay. And I got to pick, and I am now your candidate number 11, and I am so excited. And I just feel like 11's just always been a number that's very like cool to me. My birthday is in November, so it's the month of 11, I guess. And I am very into like the angel number type vibes, and I love all the matching numbers. So 11 has just always been a number that I find my greatest luck in. And for the Miss New York teen competition, the past one that I had won my title at, I was also number 11. So when I got to pick that number, I was so excited. So I wouldn't really say I have any superstitions, but that's definitely something that I was super excited about because I just like to keep the tradition going, knowing that that's my number. But for Miss America's Teen, it luckily is. So yes. I'm so excited.
That's so cool. Yeah, that worked out. That's awesome. My goodness. That's so cool.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see. Okay, I always ask this question. People either love it or hate it, but why should you be the next Miss America's Teen?
Okay, so that's definitely something that I feel like at every mock interview, even our real interviews, it's always a question that's brought up, and I always have to think about it. I'm like, why do I want to be the next so and so title holder? And I've come to a realization ever since I was a little girl. I've always known that I wanted to do something big. I want to do something important, and it sounds crazy, but when I was little, I thought maybe I'd be a singer, maybe I'd be a dancer or an actress or a comedian, I don't know. And the moment that I joined the Miss America opportunity, I remember in that moment I said to myself, this is where I'm going to do something big in my life. And I've thankfully made it this far to being Miss New York's Teen and having the opportunity to go to Miss America's Teen. And I want to be America's title holder because the Miss America opportunity has brought me so many opportunities, and I just feel so passionately, and I am so dedicated and motivated to be America's next trendsetter and role model. And I am just so excited to have the opportunity to connect with so many amazing communities throughout America and share my community service initiative to have kinder connection. And that's what truly got me thinking, this is why I want to be Miss America's Teen. This is why I want to be America's title holder. And it is because it has brought me my greatest passion, my greatest love, and it has served me in so many beautiful ways. I can't wait to promote it to the next. And I'm just so excited to have this opportunity. So I definitely say that my passion for the Miss America opportunity came from becoming introduced and knowing that this is going to bring big things for me, and something I continuously always say to myself. It's my go-to hashtag along with kindness is key. It is the best is yet to come. And I truly believe that through the Miss America opportunity and through this journey that I have with Miss America, the best is yet to come.
That's great. Well, before we wrap up, I'd love for you to talk about America's Choice and then also all of your different social media handles.
Absolutely. So the America's Choice, I am super excited about. All of us girls are now posting vote for me for the People's Choice. And I think it is something that I used to be so confused about. I was like, why would you want to be placed in the top 10, or for Miss America's Teen, it'll be the top 11 if that wasn't where you were placed in the competition. But what I think is so important about it is that the reason you are here is because of your supporters. And I know I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be leaving on a flight tomorrow to Miss America's Teen without the people who have supported me. So I know that if I were to win Miss America's Teen Choice, and whoever does, I know it's just going to be such a special experience nonetheless, because we know that we were there because of our supporters, and we got to that point because of the amazing people who led the way for us. And are just fully giving us their true love and support throughout this journey. So I'm just so excited to be able to leave tomorrow, meet all the girls, and I can't wait to see who's going to win that award. I'm just so excited for the competition in general. And for whoever makes it into the top 11, I'm just so excited, no matter if it was because of the People's Choice or if you had placed there anyways. It's just so truly rewarding because you know that no matter what, you made it to Miss America's Teen because of the people that led the way for you and your supporters and those who have just truly loved on your entire journey. So I'm so thankful and I'm so excited.
It's wonderful. And then also, where can people follow you on social media?
Oh, absolutely. So do you want me to mention like my personal or just my title
Anything
holder?
you want to share, anything you'd want them following you on.
Okay. Amazing. So I have my personal account is for Instagram is Sadie Perry, Sadie_Perry 29. I'm pretty sure. And then my title, all of my title holder accounts, so you can find me as Miss New York's Teen on really any social media platform as Miss America's Teen NY. So all lowercase, no underscores or any other symbols. So yeah, just you can go follow me, whatever, anytime anyone needs to reach out, especially you, just please message me. My DMs are always open. I am just so excited to hear from you all, and I'm so excited for Miss America's Teen and to create these bonds with everyone and all of these amazing opportunities that I'm making along the way. So thank you so much for having me.
Of course, and then I'll be there for Miss America Week, so I'd love to meet you in person.
Oh my
and
goodness!
I cannot wait
so
to see.
Exciting.
I cannot wait to see your tap dance, and I know you're going to be phenomenal.
Oh my goodness! Thank you so much.
Of course, so I'll see you in like 5 or so days.
Oh my goodness! I did not know you were going to be there.
Yeah, I'll be coming.
That's
I'm so excited.
Exciting.
Sorry, what?
I said that's so exciting.
Oh. I'm so excited to meet you. And yeah, thank you again for making this work. I know you will do amazing things. You are a great interviewee, I guess is how you would refer to that. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Of course. I'll see ya.
Thank you. I can't wait to meet you. Bye.
Can't wait to meet you. Bye. She is the absolute sweetest. I'm so glad that I got to talk with her today. If you or someone you know would be a great guest on the Imagine with Keira podcast, please message me either through my email, which is imaginewithkeira@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at Imagine with Keira. Keira is spelled Keira. You can also find me at my title holder page, Miss Fresno County Teen, and on TikTok at Blondie Bix. Bix is spelled Bix. And then on Facebook at Keira Bixler. Thank you so much, everyone. Be water, my friend. I'll see you in the next episode. I am Keira Bixler, and this is Imagine with Keira.